Hi, welcome back. So today we're going to teach you an ASL rule when it comes to helping people and understanding what their occupations are, their hobbies, what they do. All right, here we go. It's called the Agent Suffix Rule. All right, here is the sign. All right, 4 fingers together, your thumbs outstretched, down like this. You're going to add this sign at the end of some nouns and verbs, which will identify occupation. It will tell you what this person does, all right? So we're gonna give you 25 examples of occupations, identities, what they do in this video. Hey, do me a favor, would you? If you've got a question, if I miss an occupation that really stumps you, all right? Or if it's where you work, or it's your occupation, would you do me a favor? Send me something in the comments. I'm happy to do a video for you to clarify, to help you learn ASL. And by the way, would you subscribe, please? Hit that notification bell like everybody begs you to do. Let some friends know that we're teaching, learning ASL here on Sign Language Practice, this channel. And if we can be of any help helping them get better at their ASL, we'd love to do so. All right, here we go. 25 occupations learning agent suffix. All right. Okay, here's our first set of occupations. And remember, you're going to sign this like this. All right? Just down the side, thumb outstretched. Now look, we're not doing person. Okay, not to confuse that. We have P's. This is the sign for person. It's agent. Okay, the agency sign. Here we go. You're going to get it. Okay, first one, student. Students do what? They learn. They learn. Here's the sign, 5-hand. Grab it off the page and put it in your brain. So a student learns agent. Got it? Student. Student. Now I've seen some people who will use study. Study and that person or the agency. So you've got student and student. And who better to follow the student than the teacher, right? Teacher, how do you sign teach? Teach. Teach. Right? Teacher, right? Here's that agency sign. Teacher. How about a lawyer? The law. Again, here's that 4 fingers together, that thumb outstretched. L's. Once, twice. Law. So lawyer would be lawyer. Lawyer. Okay, how about to act? You're on Broadway, you're in a movie, you made the high school play. To act. Okay, you're taking A hands, thumbs outstretched, a little bit more than the normal A. Okay, act. An actor would then be what? Actor. Okay, actor. Okay, next one, artist. Now, artist is kind of interesting, isn't it? Because we might have somebody who line draws. See my little pinky here? I'm drawing. This is a very fine pencil drawing. I'm an artist. Okay, an artist. All right, now I might be a painter. Now, let's differentiate here. I'm not painting the room. I'm not painting a house. I'm painting a canvas. 4 fingers together, paint. 2 fingers, this thumb kind of hangs out here. You paint, and you're taking small, fine strokes. Okay, you paint. You're a painter, okay? Could be an artist who is a painter. All right, so there's draw, artist, paint, artist. Okay, here's another one with a double meaning. Mechanic and plumber. All right, a mechanic and a plumber. You're gonna take your right dominant hand. Here's your left hand. I'm right-handed, so my left hand is my non-dominant hand, right? Here's this bolt. Do you see that? I'm taking these 2 fingers, this is kind of a classifier here. I'm putting that here, and imagine turning the nut on a bolt. This works for mechanic as well as plumber. Okay, and you're going to get which one is which based on the context of the sentence, all right? Mechanic or plumber, all right? How about an astronaut? You were young, you wanted to be Neil Armstrong, that really dates me. You have a rocket. Here's that same hand, 4-hand, right? Thumb out, are rocket. Okay? They go to the moon. They go to Mars. Astronaut. Astronaut. Okay, there's our first set. How'd you do? I'm sure you're getting the hang of it, right? Adding this to a noun or a verb gives you the occupation or the identity. Let's move on to our next set. All right, here we go. Farmer. This is a sign for farm. Now, this is a unique hand shape here, right? See how it's kind of bent? And the thumb is going to come down and around the chin. Farm. So a farmer is a farmer. A farmer. How about a pilot? Somebody who flies airplanes. This is a sign for an airplane. Okay? The I love you, if you're familiar with that sign, but in this kind of a position. So a pilot. A pilot. All right? How about we're out to a restaurant, a really nice restaurant, all right? And we're looking for the waiter or waitress. This is the sign to serve. Okay, so somebody who is serving you at that restaurant. Okay, you're looking for the server, the waiter, or the waitress. How about a judge? The sign for judge, see I've got this little OK sign going on here, up and down, right? Think of the scales of justice. All right, that's where that comes from. Judge. Okay, this is to judge, and then the person, the occupation of judge, there's that agent sign again. Okay, judge. Judge. How about a dancer? To dance. Okay, you learned this earlier in the classifier video, right? 2 fingers to dance. Here's the dance floor. A dancer then, a dancer. Okay, a dancer. Let's get back in the kitchen with a cook. To cook. Imagine you're flipping over, okay, that meal, that fish, that egg, okay? A cook. Cook, all right? How about an American? Okay, here's the sign for America. You're going to interlace your fingers like this. Go around. America. So an American. An American. An American. I know you've got me getting this, all right? An American. How about a carpenter? Here's one that's a little unusual. You may or may not have worked with wood before. You have an old-fashioned planer, all right, that smooths off the wood. And it goes like this, right? It has a blade in it. It's a super fine tool. It's just shaving off to smooth down that wood. A carpenter. A carpenter. Okay? How about an engineer? This is like to measure, calculate, right? An engineer, where's that agent sign? Engineer. Engineer, right? Here's an easy one. I'm a driver, okay? To drive. Just take that steering wheel, boom, boom, okay? To drive. So a driver would be driver, all right? A driver. At this point in the lesson, you should be thinking about all the different occupations that you interact with and whether or not this fits together. At the end of the video, like every single language you learn, there's an exception to the rule. We'll talk about that here at the end, all right? Let's move on to our next set of occupations using the agent suffix, all right? Okay, how about an accountant? Now what do accountants do? They count. Here's that F hand running up the finger like this. Think of a column, right? You're counting up all the numbers in that row, in that column. This is to count. So an accountant is an accountant. An accountant. You'll see most signs, you see how I made the sign for count twice? That's pretty much a fundamental rule in so many different signs. You notice that, okay? Accountant. How about a business person? This is a sign for business. A B, dominant hand on top of this, right? Business. So a business person, there. Business person, businessman, businesswoman, business person, all right? How about a shepherd? Remember the sign for sheep? Sheep. K hand. Imagine you're cutting the wool off that little lamb, off that sheep. You keep it still. Sheep. shepherd like this. Shepherd. All right, how about a salesperson? This is the sign to sell. To sell. Now, by the way, buy, to buy and to sell. So, if I'm trying to give you a salesman, saleswoman, salesperson, salesperson, okay? Well, why am I here? Let's talk about buyer. A buyer, okay? To buy, all right? A buyer, okay? One of my favorite hobbies, how about a cyclist, okay? A bicycle. You're just pedaling away, all right? Come on, wrap this up. You've got this. So, a cyclist, a cyclist. Cyclist. There's our 25 occupations that you can identify with. Again, there's the rule. You add agent as a suffix to the end of a noun or a verb to help explain to sign occupation, what their identity is, what they're doing. All right? How about a bonus one? How about YouTube? YT? Okay. So what would a YouTuber be? You got it, right? How about a YouTuber? All right. Now, like every good language, there's an exception. There's a few signs where the agent part is optional. All right. Those would be doctor, policeman, firefighter, secretary. Okay. So we have doctor. Okay. Doctor. You've also seen D with a doctor, right? D-M. Okay. Police. C hand right here over my left heart. Okay. Policeman. Firefighter. Think of that big symbol on their helmet. Okay. Firefighter. A secretary. Secretary. I must turn this for you so you can see a little better. Secretary. The full sign is like taking a pen out or off of his or her ear and making notes. Secretary. Secretary. Okay. Now, I had one of our subscribers ask about the difference between patient and patient. Did you get that? We have patient as in you have to wait your turn. Patient. I'm taking an A hand, a thumb, right down across my lips. Patient. Patient. Now, what about a patient in a hospital? I tell you, I had to really think about this one. This is not a sign I don't know that I've ever used. Okay, so you'll see this occasionally. I really don't think I've seen it that much. Think of hospital. Think of the Red Cross, right? Here is the cross for hospital. I've seen patient done with a P. Did you see that cross? Patient, right? Patient. But I'm going to tell you, more often than not, it's just that person who's in the hospital, right? As opposed to patient. But anyway, there's the answer for that subscriber who's looking for the difference between patient and patience. All right? So there you go. You've got one of your ASL rules. Thanks for being here. And again, if you'll subscribe, spread the word. Really looking forward to helping you on your ASL journey. Thanks.